towns, 500 people to 2,000 people, not many there. I moved around for my father's work, so by the age of 9, I'd already lived in 5 different towns, and I was about to settle down into a farm, my last home, which I still live in now. Basically, most of my memories are of my Italian relatives and I on these farms. Basically, I'm from an Italian farming family, and so my memories consist of cooking with Nonna every day, picking tomatoes and making tomato sauce, making salami, and starting bonfires, those kind of things. So then things progressed, obviously. I had primary school, high school was a little bit difficult because I lived so far away from the nearest town. I would have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. By 7 o'clock I'd catch a bus for about 150 kilometers, and then I would start school. So I asked my parents one day, could I go to boarding school? Because it would be easy for me. I could take advantages of the life in the city and all the other different things that it could offer me. So I tried out for a boarding school and I got in on a scholarship. Now, informing you on myself, I could talk about something humorous and we could all laugh on it together, but I would like to talk about something more important to me. It's not pleasant, but it is important, and after covering it, I would like to give you guys an idea that maybe you could use, say if you're going through hard times or if you're going through similar issues, things like that. So basically, when I started boarding school, it wasn't exactly easy. The boys there really disliked me. Basically, the school I went to made everything you did public. So if you got a good grade, everyone would know about it. If you won a sport, everyone would know about it. And so I was rather goal-driven like Aisha. I would train 18 hours a week for triathlon. I would ace every class because I would just work relentlessly. And these boys really didn't like that. So they would steal my stuff. They would beat me up. They would constantly give me racist and verbal abuse every day. And that was just in the first month of being there. Like, they didn't even know my name, most of them. One of the examples that really annoyed me was I came back from doing an exam and they'd set my bed on fire. So it got a little bit extreme. And that was just after 1 month. After that month, things were even worse, believe it or not. Basically, there's a boarding retreat, so the boys basically go to an isolated area, say Anglesey, it's on the coast, and they get to try and know each other better. Not exactly something I would like, considering the boys I was with. And so on the way back, after being kind of harassed for 48 hours, I was reading a book, didn't really want to get involved with the other boys on the bus, and they were continuously throwing things at me, hitting me on the back of the head, insulting me and my family, and so I kind of had enough. So I turned around and I broke the nose of the guy behind me. He lay there screaming, and I was suspended after I got off the bus from school for 3 weeks. And so I was like, fair enough, I kind of committed assault, so that's not a nice thing, but I thought maybe that they could have a repercussion so that, I don't know, maybe they could stop bullying me. Well, things kind of got even worse then. I thought I could look to the boarding master and the administration staff of the school, and maybe they could help me out. However, my boarding master looked at me when I said, what's happening to the other boys? And he said, are you joking? You're lucky they're not pushing like assault charges. So that was one of the moments in my life where I realized that things aren't always going to be there for you. I was rather alone. I didn't exactly have a home that I wanted to go back to. I didn't exactly have like a boarding school I wanted to live in, but I really wanted to make the most of my life at the time. So basically, I learned an idea that I would like to give you today. Basically, I learned that life is grey. It doesn't really make sense. Like, you can ask why this happens, why shouldn't something else happen, but that's just basically how it is. Like, if you try to work it out, you'll be there forever. No one's really worked it out ever. So my advice is just to keep going, because I can't give you a complicated example or like a method to use. That's all you can do, because you can't make sense of it. So as you go on, you learn things about yourself. I learned about perseverance, I learned about trusting myself rather than anyone else. And I got through a lot of life that way, and I continue to go through that the same way. And so I would like to give you that idea, that life is grey and you must make what you will of it. It's simply just you going forwards, and you'll never really understand anything. So as I go through life, not understanding over like a lot of things that happen to me, I tell myself a poem, and it's a rather nice poem, and I'll just finish my speech off with it today. I titled my speech the same thing as the poem. It means unbroken. It's in Latin, it means invictus. So the first verse of the poem and the last verse go like this. Out of the night that covers me, black as pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. It matters not how straight the gate, nor charged with punishment to scroll. We are the masters of our fate, we are the captains of our soul. Thank you.
That was a bit of a bomb.